Welcome back. We are in season 2. So excited. Season 2. Our very first episode of season 2 in a new location. Loving our new studio. So excited. All right. So I am I'm Nikki. I am Nikki. I have sensual. Go ahead. Tell them about yourself.
I'm Ty.
Sensual Ty. And to my left, I have the illustrious
Joya.
And today we are going to be talking about some of these scandalous teacher relationships.
Teacher relationships.
Let's get into it.
What's your work husband look like? That's what I want to know.
We got the queens in the house, y'all. Real teachers of Atlanta.
Hi, I'm Mrs. P. Smith, the Mama Bear at School, your favorite ELA and SPED teacher, but always teaching my students about business.
I'm Miss Rose, commonly known as the snarky teacher, always ready with the good candy. The kids say I'm their favorite math teacher.
After school, it's lights, camera, action. During school hours, it's Miss Carter, the life science teacher saving lives.
We got the queens in the house, y'all. Real teachers of Atlanta.
I need to know about all these work husbands and work wives.
I think everybody's had a work husband at some point.
Sure.
Yeah.
But I want to know who is yours.
Because I think a lot of times they think that, of course, teachers are there to teach.
Mm-hmm.
But teachers do there's a lot of relationships going on at the job. I mean, you would be surprised.
Yeah.
Nikki, have you ever had a work husband?
Yeah.
Tell us about it. Or what can you tell us about it?
Yeah, without...
I mean, for me, it was prior to teaching that I had a work husband. But, it's like, that's your buddy.
So what are the duties of a work husband? Like what?
They go
what
get
is
you
that?
lunch. You go eat lunch with you might hang out, but you don't hang out outside of work. That's the rules. Okay.
Oh,
you might go
okay.
hang out at their desk. They can't hang out your desk. Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah.
But we know some folks that was hanging out in each other's classroom. And we know some folks that was hanging out in folks' offices.
For sure. I've seen a lot I've seen a few teacher relationships.
And administrator relationships. I feel like those are the most scandalous.
But I mean, they benefit the teacher.
Do they?
Yes.
How?
I mean, think about it. If you have an admin that you're dating, then I mean, that can help you to climb the ladder without doing the things that you need to do.
Okay, so I put a word in.
Oh, absolutely.
Like friends with benefits.
Yeah.
And you're not hiding it because
No,
the kids are so smart. They pick up on things. And it's quite obvious. Like if you're in someone's office 90% of the day,
can't even hold that one.
if you are signaling to that person if you're on a walkie-talkie.
Wait, if you're on a what?
On a walkie.
You
on
heard me.
volume 10.
Okay.
Everybody can hear you.
I didn't hear you.
And you're trying to get to that one station where it's just you guys. Like, people start to know, like, why do I need to let you know that I'm gone for today? So, I mean.
Gone. Like,
checking in and out. I think some people take it too far. I really do.
Let's talk. What do you mean when you? What do you mean? Let's get into it. What do you mean?
Well,
take it too far?
I think that there are. I ain't gonna say no names, but if a hit dog, you'll holler, right? So I know for a fact that I have witnessed at least 2 relationships, I would say 3 actually, where they're obviously inappropriate. The kids know all about it because the kids are snitching to the other teachers asking you. But, we can go there too. However, it's obvious. And you can tell that, one, I think it does a lot of damage to the morale of like the other teachers around because but when you have an administrator fooling with a teacher and now that teacher thinks that, I don't even know if they really were a teacher, but they had a license to do something. They had something. But, they started to act like they got a certain air about themselves because, I'm bringing Red Lobster and Outback to the office and closing the door.
Say what?
Y'all wasn't there that day.
What are you talking about? I don't know. You received Red Lobster?
I have not, but I know somebody that when I was trying to go get in the office to get my copies off the copy, I couldn't get in. They had a candlelight dinner.
You are so messy.
But I thought Joy
I was at a school.
I don't think it's messy if it's true.
Now, I was at a school before. I think Miss Carter, we was at the same school, and there was an incident where we had a friend, and this friend suspected
Let me go and sit
this other teacher. So it was three teachers are involved.
Oh man.
So one teacher suspects that this other teacher is trying to fool around with the teacher that she's actually messing with. And so,
but I'm missing.
we did a whole. What?
But
Go and tell it.
But was it a work husband or was it like a relationship? Because like Nikki said, you take
Is
it.
there a
you don't-
difference between work husband and relationship?
Yes,
You don't
once
take
you
it
cross
outside
the line, yes.
of the work.
Once y'all
place.
once you start hanging out outside of the building,
Yeah,
you are no longer having a work relationship. Work relationships start and end at the door. You go home to whoever you go home to
Yeah,
or
you don't
whatever.
take it outside.
You don't take it outside because now it's not fun no more. You know what I'm saying? I want to come flirt with you in the office. I don't want to flirt with you out in the street.
But I think work relationships do bleed out into an outside relationship.
and that's why
if you want
shouldn't-
them to, and
that's why you
I
shouldn't do
think
them.
they
There
just
you go.
automatically do.
do
Like,
they though? If you
so
want them
if
to.
you have a work relationship, like some people are very good at hiding their work relationship.
Well, this person wasn't good at hiding a doggone thing. Huh.
Well, some
Not
people,
coming to my door and closing the door and want to talk to me about.
Wait, what? Say what? Sit back, Nikki. I can't. Say what?
elaborate. What are you saying?
Coming to my door, wanting to close the door. and have
Wait,
a
this was at the
conversation.
school?
Mm-hmm.
What
Where the work
happened?
husband was supposed to start and stop, it was personal.
So were you dealing with the work husband?
Hell no. I mean, heck no.
Are you sure?
Absolutely not.
So this other person thought that you were dealing with the work
but I
husband.
can't help it. I look like this.
No, Rose, you know, sometimes I know you can.
What you want me to do? You all see me? What I'm supposed to do?
So
If he like it, that's not my fault.
So did you do anything to lead the other person?
No.
That's that. Yeah.
I don't think so. But I also think that people don't always read social cues the same way. And I think for me and the person, there was a big age gap, and I had no interest.
In the wait, you didn't.
I had no interest in this person.
Okay.
And in my mind, they was with the other person.
Okay.
So, and I wasn't interested to start with. But I'm just saying, it seems as if they felt something. Either that or they was a garden tool. And they were showing out. I'm trying not to say that word, but they was acting like one of them. Maybe that's what they were.
You mean the husband or
the fake husband at the work? That's what I'm thinking.
Oh, he
Maybe
had a lot of different
they was
wives
for
at the
everybody.
school.
Yeah.
Okay, I can see that.
He was for
I
the
can see them.
streets.
He was for the streets.
streets.
He had different area codes, different room numbers.
I really don't think that work relationships are good.
No, they're not.
Speaking from experience,
Wait a minute. What?
Yes, I don't.
Tell.
Do tell.
Well, I don't want to get it too far off into it, but I had a little, probably had a work husband before. I really don't think that it's a good idea because you're there to do a job, especially in a school setting, and things like, I mean, if you messing with someone, feelings are gonna get attached regardless of what you say about it.
Okay.
And then, for an example, if I see this person talking to somebody that, I may feel that they, because, hey, it's a work husband, they got a side piece too, right?
So wait, the work husbands have side
piece. Wait a
The
minute.
work husbands be having side pieces. Don't think that you're the,
can't
and
think
sometimes
They can't even be loyal at the
and
office.
you at work and you saying stuff and you get all hot and mad and you at work and then you see something going on, you can't even work no more.
You're standing at the copier and he making copies for
You
her
done made blank pages
and bringing her donuts and coffee in the morning
Can't
before the
even
kids
tell.
come in
for
first
Wait
period.
a minute. Did it? Oh man. Or when you have to start I feel like there's a point if your relationship at work starts to impede on your ability to do your actual job,
It's time to let it go.
time to let that thing go.
I've seen
time
it
to let
happen
it go.
before. Yeah.
Yes.
It's time to let it go.
I'm let me face our face. I could imagine that.
We have seen it happen before. Let's not play.
When you can't focus.
Don't play.
When you can't focus.
We've seen it crumble, and we've been accomplices in the nonsense.
I think it's the
Hold up.
Well, not in the
No, because
the mixture.
absolutely not. Because if you got a work husband, or a work wife, that's you. That's your business.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
However you want to run it, I absolutely don't. And I see, because I've had that experience, because I've been in their shoes, I can really look at somebody and be like, yeah, you ain't pulling it over my eyes. Like I've been that person, so I know what it looks like.
I feel like the big thing is teaching, especially at the middle and high school level. The teachers are just, I would say actually probably at any level, because even in elementary, the teachers are like high schoolers. And like the relationship, they act just like a high school, like in these relationships, they are grown fleeting. People. Exactly. We're talking about grown 40, 50, 60-year-old people.
Ain't that old.
Well, we're not even that old. So I guess the 20-year-olds are in high school.
Well,
that's
it's 60-year-old people.
And acting a fool. Acting a plum fool at the school. But,
at the school trying to
get it.
Trying to get them a date, too.
You think about it. You work with these people every day.
You learn.
You sit and talk to them. And then, you spend more time with people at work than you spend with your own family. So naturally, human nature is like, oh, okay, well, you understand me. My real husband doesn't. But that's where you have some integrity and morality issues.
Okay.
There,
So... I feel like there has to be a point where you can manage that relationship, because there are teachers that maybe
you said manage
the relationship.
The work husband.
Yeah,
you're not supposed to have.
Well, some
teachers they take it all the way.
Some people are not married. Some people are not married.
Yeah,
and they have I guess they could be a boyfriend or a girlfriend, but they don't want anyone to know.
That's true.
But it's sometimes quite obvious, because it's always one that's gonna, act out on the job or show. Like some people do. I've seen a couple did a really good job at hiding their relationship. I had no idea. Someone actually told me, about it. But, of course, I wouldn't go and say, hey, I know about y'all. Of course, I would never do that. Right. But I mean, they really did a good job at, hiding, their relationship. And some places don't allow for you to have a relationship with your coworkers. Now, I was at a school one time. There was a guy, he was married. I mean, he was doing the most. It was a young girl and an older guy. He was allowing the girl to, like, she was driving his car and everything.
Wow.
And, like, he was super married.
Wow.
And the girl, of course, she was single, but it was like, okay, I don't know your wife, but dude, she driving your car. Like, y'all showing up to work together in the morning?
Oh my goodness.
Like, did y'all sleep together? Like,
had to if they showing up to work together?
Come on now. I mean, kind of try to be some type of discreet, and the kids know, they telling you. The kids know everything.
So there was a story that was the end of last school year that was local here in Georgia, where a teacher, their wife, showed up at the middle school to fight the teacher. So the wife of a teacher showed up at school right after school ended. So the buses had just left. So right after school ended, she showed up to fight
the teacher,
the female teacher that the husband was cheating on her with. So now your real outside life, right, is now it's at your job, and they fired him.
Wow.
So Joy, let me ask you this: since you're not the married person in the room, would would you have a relationship with a coworker? Or have you?
No.
Because we know you try to keep stuff on the down low. Have you had a relationship? We know that people have looked at you.
No.
Is that like a real no, or is that like a no with undertone?
It's a no.
Oh,
well, outside of school, have you ever had a relationship with someone that you work with?
So the only other place I've ever worked was at a clothing store. And so I wasn't dating anybody there.
Okay.
And then, of course, I asked. So I have been on set where it has spilled over, or whether my scene partner has tried to, hey, why don't we? Yeah. I mean, you're playing, boyfriend and girlfriend. You all get along.
And so they think that the relationship can go outside.
Really?
And can be,
yeah. That happens all the time.
Oh.
Because, you get along, and sometimes the character.
You don't think so?
I mean, who the person is as the character, absolutely. But you outside of the character.
Oh.
No. And this was like years ago.
Okay.
But most people are professional, though. But they will try it, though. They're going to try it.
So what it boils down to then, what I think I'm getting is, if so the relationships, they probably don't need to happen. But I go back to, though, there's so many teachers that marry teachers.
I would never
get it. Yes, there's like a thing. There's a quote like,
teachers.
Yes. Like that's a
from
thing.
the job?
Yes, like they teach. We just had where we was at, they came together and left together and went to the same school.
But they were all...
Girl,
they
I don't know what
married.
you're talking about. Don't be putting me in that.
Not you.
Not you.
What school? Huh? You
did.
Well,
they
she
was
said
married.
our
I'm
last
saying,
school.
we've seen that where teachers are married to teachers.
You have.
Yes, you do.
You know that we know teachers who are married.
At the same school?
Yes.
And moves and switch schools together on purpose and go to the same school.
You all gonna have to let me know when this over.
We got you. We'll clue you in.
I mean,
science. That's all you need to know.
I mean,
science.
Oh yeah. I mean, I know.
Yeah.
If y'all see it, yes, I'm talking about you. Mm-hmm. I mean, I am.
Go ahead, Ty.
Go ahead. I mean, I thought you was talking about the other person.
Oh God.
Position. But no.
No.
Well, now we can talk about
she's
administrators and administrators from we can talk about that. Administrators dating and
Other
marrying administrators. Yeah, divorcing their current, cheating on their spouses, getting divorced from their spouse, and then marrying each other, and then using that as a means to further their career.
Nikki, you don't know that for a fact.
Do?
No, you don't.
And wouldn't sign my transfer paper.
No, you do not.
Stuff at this point.
Rose.
Oh, we don't talk enough.
You don't really do that?
Yes.
To further their career? Absolutely.
Yes. What?
Rose is making up stuff.
I've been in the government. I've been in the government sector. I've seen a lot of
it's a game.
It's
a game.
Yes,
it is a game.
That before. Yes.
So
and
why wouldn't they do it inside the school system, which is crazy?
But you know how hard it is. Like if you're a teacher and you don't want to do the little preliminary things, you don't want to go to the courses. I mean, if you're dating somebody who has a position that you want, hey, how can you get me
into that?
What are the loopholes?
So you think they using that person?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, no, I don't.
Maybe not using them.
You're talking about somebody specifically?
Well, I mean, I know somebody specifically when we break our.
Well, in general, it could be a loving relationship.
It could be. I'm not doubting that. It could be.
But I mean, yeah, you could use somebody to, hey, I don't feel like taking all these courses. I don't want to be in the classroom.
I think it's unprofessional.
It's very unprofessional.
I've seen an AP laying out on the floor laughing.
Say what? What you talking about?
In another teacher's room, and I just like,
wait, what? What you mean?
Just having a good time. Like,
wow.
Just
on a floor, like the literal floor, or just like laughing really hard.
Like on the floor,
maybe
like physically laying on the floor laughing.
They were having a good time, Rhodes.
You know what it is. And I'm like, okay.
The inappropriateness of it all is so ridiculous.
Right. So I'm looking at you and you trying to tell me something to do. And here you are all on the floor laughing of what the school is known to be your said lover. Like,
and it is not a secret, though you wanted it to be. But I think you said something too, like we all know about it. And it's hard to maintain some sort of level of respect for that person when you see that.
I've had a teacher relationship, so I know what one looks like on the job.
So how this is really fascinating.
I feel like this too.
Like daily, how was it like? Like, it was a relationship, not like a little work husband thing. Like, this is my man.
My man.
I wouldn't say.
But you all were in a relationship. So when you saw him in the cafeteria, maybe talking to another teacher.
He was my man. I mean, he was somebody.
Like, y'all was cooler than cool, but not necessarily in a formal relationship.
Yeah, we were very close. I mean, it was something that happened that I didn't expect to happen at all.
Okay.
It really caught me off guard. I was in a particular situation, and it just, I know people say, it just don't happen. It does. It just did. I didn't expect it. Just started hanging out. People know how to get me. Food.
First of all, I feel like that's how we got each other to start with. Is food, snacking, and hanging out. I think that's where it starts, though. But that makes sense.
And the kids, because like there's all, I felt like I could handle it. Like, I knew that I was on my job, and
of course,
and this is what I have to do. Right. I don't want nobody knowing nothing. Right. But then the other person didn't know how to maintain themselves. They started getting a little caught up, I believe. And
I mean, you are a sensual tie, so when you look like you look,
it's kind of
hard to
like
not
I said, there were times where I got upset about something, and I was like, this is not good for me to
But you knew when to cut it off. You knew when to be like, all right,
this is too much.
This is too much. Okay. So everybody don't understand that then.
I mean, there are benefits to dating in the workplace. For certain, like, if you're trying to move up.
It probably was a benefit for that person, because I was doing their copies and stuff.
Pro quo, though, I just feel like maybe you shouldn't be doing that.
It's a game.
It is a game, but it's not a game it's not a healthy game.
No, absolutely not. No.
But people do it to your point, they do it all the time.
And it's just not at school. Like, people be on these jobs and legit having work husbands. I think you spending 8 hours of the day, and you don't have to. Not like some people. Like, really do be friends, and people think that there, is more to that. Some relationship, it's not. I've had relationships where I have worked with men, or I had platonic friendships, and that's just what it was. People talk crowd, but that we were cool.
Right. Oh, yeah.
I think that's okay. You can be cool.
But do you think men and women can just be friends then?
I do.
Yes.
I absolutely do.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
I think so too. A lot of people don't.
A lot of people don't.
I have someone that I dated a long time ago that I'm still cool with, and we're just friends. Like he's married, I'm married. I'm not.
But if you gave him a chance, would he take it though?
I will say this. I don't believe. Well, I mean, when you look like you look, that's been my new phrase for 2023. It's the glitter so I can see you.
It's the glitter.
It's the glitter. The tape. Got you. Personally, I would like to. It has never happened, right? However, and I would like to believe that it would never happen. But I think with anyone, given that you give people space and opportunity, you just don't know. Right. But I would love to believe that it would never. I feel like we've had enough conversations to be able to say, like, it's obvious. I'm where I'm at. You're where I'm at.
And both of you all are married. So.
Yeah, with kids and, and I feel like we've been friends now so long that it's kind of like there's an understanding. So I think it's possible. Do I think it happens often? No, I tend to think that men and women go into a situation kind of hoping. And some men, and I feel like I noticed from experience, will lay in waiting and like, if he mess up, I'm gonna slip in and just crack the door.
I think I'm a little selfish because I know I'm a lot selfish because I'm the type of person where I know I can behave around other men. Like, so I'm okay with having male friends because I trust myself, but I don't trust my dude to have female friends. I'm so sorry.
Okay, let's dive into that.
Ooh.
So
it's a whole new episode. Let's go.
So you can have
I need to understand this a little bit more.
You can have male friends, but you don't trust your significant other to have female friends.
No.
Do you disagree? Do you feel like in a relationship, it would be okay.
Like
So
they
your
could talk.
significant
Okay,
other-
so maybe the boundaries, like they could talk on the phone, like,
Hell no.
but like hanging out and stuff. I don't know if I feel comfortable with that. But on the other hand, I know it's very selfish and one-sided. Like I feel like, you know, that I could do that. Mm-hmm. Like I've dated, been in a serious relationship before, or what have you, and the guy I was with, he was like, you know, I don't do it. I don't hang out. I don't hang out with other females because I know how, you know, some females look at me. But on the flip side, he didn't care about me hanging out. Like he trusted me, you know.
But you know,
that's kind of relationship I be needing.
Okay. I will say this though, with teaching, it's a female-dominated field. Mm-hmm. So it almost seems like men are at the advantage at schools when they are the minority.
Oh,
like when you go, because they can pick from. They have if you're at a school and there's 60, let's say there's 100 teachers, just, you know, it's a big school, right? Because that's possible. 100 teachers. And out of those 100 teachers, 10 are men. They get their pickings. 90 women. And they're
getting them. And the nasty part is like there's a guy and he goes to, you know, maybe every 2 years he's at a new school and he's married. I mean, and I think he's divorced now, but he was married at the time and he was sleeping with all these teachers, but they were allowing it. Yeah, they were allowing it. They all in the classroom, girl.
Whoa. What?
You heard me.
Oh.
They were sleeping together in the classroom?
In the classroom? Sleeping together?
Ty, stop it.
You lying.
It's a friend of a friend.
Lying
a friend of
a
former friend.
I believe it. It's possible.
Absolutely.
That's nasty. That's nasty.
Very nasty.
I can see that.
Very nasty.
I can too, and I think that's what makes it nasty.
Very nasty. And this is pouring not at the school, just inside the school, but outside the school. Like you're just like he had a problem or something. But the women were going for it. Like these are teachers. Like you know. It's some teachers that, I mean, I guess we're still human or what have you, but it's some nasty teachers. There's some freaks out here, girl. Some freaks out here.
Well, yeah, we know.
Yeah, we know. Oh my goodness.
Oh, do you?
Oh, wait a minute. No, we weren't talking about me. I ain't doing that.
No, not you, honey.
Okay, thank you, Jesus. Okay. Yeah, it's wild. I could not imagine sleeping with someone that I work with.
But brings us back to the point we was talking about earlier. You couldn't, you know, when you have these relationships, things might be happening that in your mind that is not really happening. Like somebody may think Rose, because they are with somebody, they may think Rose or you, Joya, like this person, but it's in my mind because I really like this person.
Right.
But that has more to do with that person's confidence and self-worth than, because at that point you're projecting. Absolutely. Because if you decide
the person becomes paranoid.
Yeah. Because that's what we are, I think, at this point. Be paranoid, right?
I mean, it's a possibility.
Who's paranoid?
That person.
I'm saying whomever, you know, I'm just saying in general, if you have your eyes set on a particular person at work and they're talking to somebody else, you're going to think, okay, well, maybe they're dating. And then before you know, your mind spirals off into something that's not true.
And all they asking for is some sticky notes.
I don't want nobody's son at work.
At all.
Say what?
So they might, because she said she don't want nobody's son at work.
I said I don't want nobody's son at work. I've had my experience. I'm good on that. Nobody's attracted to me. No teacher at my school. No, I'm good on that. But
you might find,
you never know who you might meet.
No,
exactly.
Good.
She said no. So if you're a teacher, they can't come at you. Mm-hmm. So if they're teaching at a school, they can't come at you.
No, I'm good.
Sorry, fellas. I tried to get it for you. She said no.
I've had my teacher quota.
Not your metro quota. No. I mean, it is what it is. I don't disagree. I agree with you. I think it's just it's a slippery slope. Just don't even start down that road.
Unprofessional.
It is. And a nasty. Sleeping on the nasty carpets they don't have clean. Ugh.
But let's get back to the sticky notes.
But I'm saying that when people, like, you're the perception that if you are chasing after someone else and you're, paranoid or tripping out or projecting your insecurities onto a situation, you don't know what the person's relationship is. They might be coming to my room to just borrow some supplies or to get something that I have.
I see what you're
saying. You done turned that into we and him, huh?
Now, do you know that this person is messing with this other person?
Yeah.
Okay.
And won't close the door. Would never close my door with them in there.
With them in there.
Absolutely.
Because you're afraid of what the other person might
Not
think.
afraid, but...
I'm just saying you're just considering...
of that situation. But I feel like that's just me being aware. You got to be considerate of what's taking place around you.
Oh, absolutely.
And if I know that you got this...
Now, there was a school that the teachers got to fighting.
Yeah.
Yes.
They got to throwing blows.
Everybody losing their job.
Well, child.
Some sex.
Over an appendage.
Damn. Let's go ahead and wrap this on.
Over a testicle.
Ovaries.
We ain't gonna let it go.
Well, guys, that was our episode of The Real Teachers of Atlanta. Make sure that you like and subscribe. We're on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram,
TikTok.
Thank you.
Oh, wait. And we're on Threads now. Yes, we are.
Well, thanks for telling us.
Yeah, we're not using it. But
yes, we do.
I like Threads.
I do.
I mean,
I love it.
And you're a writer.
Yeah, but I'm the least technology inclined in the group.
Okay.
But she know how to get on them live, though.
Well,
we gonna move on.
Yeah. All right. Thank you for tuning in.
Bye.
We got the queens in the house, y'all. Real teachers of Atlanta. We got the queens in the house, y'all.